Sup. What's up, Krista? What's going down? Bear with me for 1 second. I get my fucking green screen prepped. Let's get this motherfucker going. There it is. Yeah. Howdy, Krista. I saw there are already 3 people waiting up in here. Appreciate y'all. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the stream. It started up in this motherfucker. Sup, howdy, Flair. Howdy. Scooch back just a tad. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah. Hey. What's going on? Some new developments with Tyler Robinson. Some not so new developments with the U.S. economy. It's been kind of going on for a minute, but I haven't really been covering it, so we're gonna talk about it at least a little bit. Might talk about veganism a little bit, even though I didn't put it in the title. It seems to be kind of a topic that's going around at the moment, so might as well talk about it a little bit. Do you get many trolls in here? Occasionally. They'll like to. So I don't know. You can't really see the viewership numbers the way I can, but usually around this time, like the 2-3 minute mark, I'll get a nice big surge, and it'll bump up all the way to like 25 or I believe my limit is 25 viewers at one time concurrently, and every time that happens, I usually get a little bit of the normie crowd that comes in here, and that usually means at least 1 or 2 trolls. And I'm not sure how YouTube determines when those new viewers just sort of pop up. They all seem to kind of just filter in, and then they'll stay for like a few minutes, and they'll hear whatever I'm fucking jabbering about, and then they'll just kind of dip out. They do seem to kind of just like come in waves. I don't know how the fuck that works. But yeah, every time that group comes in, that like large amount of people, like it just bumped up to 11 right there. I don't know if y'all can see that. I don't think so. I don't think y'all can see it on the public side of things. But it's at 11 right now. And that's because YouTube just fucking bumped the stream out to a few more people. So either people who are scrolling through live streams or just people who are subbed to me. I'm not sure how it works. Now it's up to 23. Hell yeah. Like the stream. Like, comment something in the chat. What is a troll? An internet troll is just someone who comes in here and says something really dumb to either distract me or just bait me into responding. People who are just coming in here acting dumb. That's pretty much it. If you want better answers, go to Google. It's just people who like to fuck around just for fun, typically. But that might be a limited definition, so I'm not 100% certain. But yeah. F? What do you mean F? I'm not sure what you mean, Krista. Yeah, for all you new people, like the stream, like it up, because it increases engagement for the stream. It means more people can come in here. You're back now for me. Okay, interesting. I didn't realize that. Is it? Hopefully the stream's not too fucking glitchy. That would suck. Let me know. Type it in the chat if there's like fucking loading issues or whatever. Hopefully there's not. That would fucking suck. You fell off, lag, or your stream went down for me. Okay. That's weird. I didn't see anything on this end. That's fucking bizarre. Hopefully you're not the only person that's having that, or hopefully you are the only person that's having that issue. Hopefully it's not something everyone's experiencing, because that'd be far more annoying. If anyone's experiencing the same issue as Krista, just let me know. See what we can do. I might have to restart stream, but whatever. It's not the biggest deal in the world. It was a second, but it seems good now. Okay, cool. Maybe it's something to do with the connection. Who fucking knows? Whatever. Hopefully it won't be interrupting the stream constantly. Won't be fucking annoying and pervasive. Hey, what was your post today about fentanyl overdose? Oh, the Charlie Kirk meme. So I posted a meme on my personal Facebook account that she follows. And it was basically a meme that was like, turns out the toxicology report on Charlie Kirk that wasn't, like, his autopsy revealed that he died from a fentanyl overdose instead of the little bobo on his neck. And obviously it's a meme, it's a joke, obviously, but it's making fun of the, so I don't know if you were paying attention to politics in 2020 whenever George Floyd died, but there was video evidence of a cop kneeling on his neck, and that's almost positively how he died, at least to me. That seems to be the reality of the situation as to what actually fucking went down there. And, you know, for a few weeks, it seemed like the conservatives agreed with the left that police brutality went too far, that it was the fucking overreach of violence, and that what happened to George Floyd was wrong. And then, a little while later, it was revealed by some people on the right, they started pushing this theory like, oh, well, he actually died of a fentanyl overdose instead of being suffocated in the neck, which, yeah, that's absurd. I mean, that's not how fucking overdoses work, for one thing. For another thing, there's video evidence of him on the internet being fucking suffocated to death. It's pretty unambiguous, if you ask me. It was never a fucking fentanyl overdose. It's an absurd fucking debate. I usually will put F's in the chat if there are stream issues. It might just be me because it was happening in the Onion Nugget chat. We'll keep doing that because now that I know that, that's good. Making fun of the conservatives who said Floyd died of drugs. Yep. What's up? How was your day? It's been a pretty slow day. So yeah, the George Floyd neck thing was insane. Yeah, it really was. Because if I recall correctly, and maybe someone in the chat can correct me here, that was actually something that went down on the TV show Live PD, which is basically like a modern version of Cops, except it was live. It was on TV. It was on television. It was being filmed in real time. And I believe that was the episode that canceled that show. They were like, you know what? We're just not going to make fucking Live PD anymore. This is too fucking, like, controversial. People are turning against the cops now. It just doesn't really seem to make sense to have a show that's glorifying cops and, like, overly dramatizing them and putting them up on this pedestal whenever they're able to clearly fucking abuse their power so nakedly and so fucking obviously. What's your opinion on Jesus? I don't have an issue with Jesus. Like, if we're just talking about specifically just Jesus, then I don't really have an issue with the things that he taught or the things he supposedly said. I do take an issue with the entirety of a religion that surrounds him. It's all the shit that comes attached to Jesus that I do take some issue with. But when it comes to the basic things that he taught, like loving thy neighbor and turning the other cheek, feeding the poor, showing compassion, showing compassion, kindness, empathy, all that shit. I take no issue with that. Jesus believes what I believe, so we are cool. Yeah. I would say it's the surrounding religion of Christianity that I really do take issue with. And if that sounds oxymoronic, I mean, you might need to rethink your own take on Jesus, but yeah. It's just all this extra shit that comes attached that I really don't care for. I think it's possible that he died from fentanyl, but let's not pretend the next thing wasn't bad. When two other cops are holding him down, the hands in the pockets made me mad. I mean, whatever. It's possible that the fentanyl maybe played a role in that. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, though, when it comes to the fentanyl thing, that's just pure speculation. But we have literal video proof of him being suffocated. So there's no real reason to discount that or to say, like, oh, that's bullshit. Like, it's on video. Everyone can see what the fuck happened. I'm offended that he had only one beloved son. That had only one beloved son. What the fuck are we then? Oh, I assume you mean God. I'm not. I don't know how to answer that, honestly. Uh, if we're God's children and Jesus was his son, yeah, I know what you meant. I don't believe in God, though. I'm not even really sure if I believe that there was a historical Jesus, but if he was, then I do believe and agree in what he actually supposedly taught. That's the only point I want to make there. It's just, it's a lot of the other religious shit that comes along with it that I really don't like, and I don't want any real part of. It's just trying to minimize that damage that police brutality does. Yeah, it is. And that's the same thing I said the first time I heard that narrative. Whenever I heard people like Steven Crowder or Charlie Kirk himself, rest his fucking soul, or any of these other fucking conservative pundits that are like, they all started pushing that fentanyl narrative right around the same fucking time. And it was just I don't know, it was just kind of ridiculous to me because you can clearly see what the fuck happened to him. It's impossible to deny that part of the fucking story. And Steven Crowder himself even tried. He fucking he did his own stream where he was like trying to prove that the cops kneeling down on his neck was not what suffocated him, and it was just a total fucking optic failure. Like he had the dude kneeling down on a different part of his own neck during his fucking stream, and like just trying to make it look like trying to play defense for the cops like the entire time. It's just like it doesn't fucking look good, and it doesn't make sense. It doesn't fucking add up. People have compared the angles of the George Floyd neck thing and the Steven Crowder neck thing, and they don't even fucking look the same. I was just recently saved by Jesus from many addictions and depression and suicidal thoughts. He's definitely real, my friend. I've never been to church before this happened to me. Good for you, bud. Have you got a better place in life? Yeah, I agree with Krista. I mean, if you can find a certain part of religion to help you fucking pull your life up out of the muck and make your life a little bit better, then I would say you're using religion in a productive way to help you out. But that doesn't make the religion right. It doesn't make the religion something that is worth it for me to follow. What I take issue with is the idea that there's some fucking invisible sky daddy up there somewhere fucking watching what I'm doing. He knows every fucking thought in my head. He knows every action I'm going to do. And he still allows the world to be the way it is. He still allows there to be fucking Christian nationalism. It's running rampant in our supposedly fucking secular government. He's allowing the rise of fascism. He's allowing people to starve in fucking Africa and Gaza. I do take issue with that part of it. I find that just kind of a ridiculous proposition to try to sell to me. If you want to say that Jesus himself was a philosopher in the early part of our human civilization and that he had good teachings and that we should listen to what he has to say, I think there's a conversation to be had there. But I don't understand what's with like all the spooky shit, like all the shit that I'm supposed to have faith for. Fuck faith. That's absurd. Free will accounts for all of that. But I don't want to get into a fucking religious debate in here, but I don't even think you have free will even in a world without God. I think our brains are a series of fucking chemical processes that we're responding to constantly. I don't really know if we have a choice in the matter anyways, with or without God. I hate the authoritarianism of it all. I make my own choices, yeah. Lucifer runs the world at the moment, and the fallen angels. I can't have this conversation. There's no such thing as fucking Lucifer, okay? It's a fucking fairy tale. That's all that it is. That there's no... if you're gonna be going down the religious rabbit hole, you have to accept the idea that you're accepting a story or a fucking narrative that is based upon faith. You have to come to grips with that. For me, that's not something I'm willing to do. I believe in evidence. That's where that shit is. And I really, the other part of that coin that I really don't like is I just don't like fucking dogma. I don't like being asked to accept an entire like set of ideals and be like, okay, well, if you don't fucking come with us all the way, if you don't believe in the things that we believe in, you're going to hell. Or you're going to heaven if you do accept Jesus, and you do believe all these things in the Bible, and you do follow them, to a fucking T. I don't like that shit. I think that's fucking dumb. You are in for trouble now, buddy. Politics and religion are supposedly forbidden topics. Well, there are no forbidden topics here. Not unless it violates the YouTube terms of service. Now, I will decide to moderate the topics myself, obviously, and if I feel like a topic is getting out of hand, or it's just something I don't really feel like talking about, we won't talk about it, but in terms of religion and politics, more likely be discussing it a lot. I'll hear counter-arguments at the moment, but until I fucking get annoyed with it, but that's how it goes. I've listened to many fucking atheist and theological fucking debates. I've never once heard a good argument coming from the side of people who are representing organized religion. It's a debate that I feel like they've lost countless times. Hey, I love you either way, my friend. No arguing for me. Okay, that's cool. I don't have an issue with that then. As long as you're cool, I'm cool. It don't need to be any worse than that. If you want to make an argument and you're being respectful and you're not fucking violating the chat rules, which I'll lay them out real quick right now. So the main two rules right now is no bigotry and no stupidity. And it's at my discretion, and it's at the discretion of the people in my chat. All of my fucking mods that are in here. As long as you're able to stick to those two basic fucking tenets in this chat, you'll go far. No one has even argued that Jesus isn't real, Dustin. Yeah. I think the question of whether Jesus is real or not is probably debatable. It does seem like certain parts of the biblical narrative do line up with history, so I'm not 100% certain about that myself. I mean, I have a very generous definition of stupidity, so I'll try and hold back a little. Okay, that's fair. But I'll leave it up to your discretion. If you don't feel comfortable banning people outright that are acting fucking dumb, you can just time them out for 24 hours. Because, I mean, chances are that they're not going to be back here tomorrow. Oh, are you a lady? I am indeed. Understood. Honestly, I don't even know what bigotry is, lol. So bigotry, as I define it, is whenever you decide to judge another group of people just simply based off superficial characteristics. So if you're being racist, you're acting in a bigoted way. You're not looking at, say, if you're a racist and you say you don't like black people, you're not looking at that black person the same way you would look at a white person. That is a good example of bigotry, because you're taking some sort of prejudice that you have in your own mind, and you're finding a way to either segregate or discriminate or separate those groups out and just be sort of an asshole towards them. That's not the only example, obviously. There's other ways to be bigoted. It's not just racism, but that's the most obvious example that I can point out. I probably will just let them cook or ban for a short time because I don't want to clear everyone out of course not. But if someone, so I'll tell you a couple criteria for instant bans. If someone is coming in here like posting Nazi shit, I'm not even gonna fucking allow that or engage with it. You're free to ban that at any point that you fucking like. As soon as someone starts doing like the Jewish question type of shit, I'm not even gonna fucking bother. That's pretty much the only thing I can think about off the top of my head that I just don't really want to fucking engage with at all. There's only 6 people I could ban here, so that would be no fun. Yeah, that's fair. You have beautiful eyes. Thank you. They're you can't really see them right now, honestly. So I'm curious as to how you say they're beautiful, but they're. Let me see if I can get a little more light on them. There you go. They're hazel. Trying to show off the colors a little bit. They're hazel eyes. Yeah, Nazis can be squashed. The Jewish question is Nazi. Yeah, if anyone's posting fucking like shit like that, which could literally get the stream taken down, you're free to fucking ban away. I don't expect to see that for a while though, and not until we get more people up in here on a regular fucking basis. So I wouldn't be too worried about it. I have hazel eyes too. Hell yeah, hazel eyes are the fucking best. They look really fucking cool. So what's your opinion on an afterlife? In terms of an afterlife, there's no evidence to believe that this is the case, but I've always kind of wondered if reincarnation was a thing. I've kind of hoped that might be the case. But if that doesn't turn out to be the case, the only form of afterlife that I think I'll receive is it'll be just the same as how I was before I was born. I'll just return to the fucking void. I'll return to being asleep eternally, not having to ever think about anything again. It'll be just fucking blackness, and that's all it'll be. And I can live with that. It's not the most comforting thought in the world, but that might just be what we get. You never know. What did you think of Charlie Kirk? I didn't like him. If reincarnation is real, they better put me on a plane that has its freaking shit together next time. On a planet that has its freaking shit together next time. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Johnny. Do you believe we as humans have a soul? No, I don't believe that at all. I think saying that we have souls, it's an interesting little bit of prose. It's an interesting little bit of way to kind of talk about humans and talk about our feelings and our neurological processes. It's a good way to talk about how we express ourselves via art. I don't really think that we have a physical fucking soul. I don't really think that's a thing that exists. Reincarnation is terrifying in my opinion. If you want to expand on that, I'm not sure why you say it's terrifying, but I guess it could be terrifying. You know, you could end up as a rock or something and just be sentient and no one else would know. You know, or something. I don't know. You could end up in some sort of nightmare fucking scenario somehow, accidentally, I suppose. You could end up living the life of a flea for 30 seconds and just be killed and reincarnated just into something else. And be stuck in a little hell cycle for a minute. I don't know. What's your favorite movie? The Big Lebowski. That's my default today, right? I love tons of different fucking movies, but if I had to pick just one movie that I had to fucking do the desert island thing for, or rewatch it till the end of time, it would have to be The Big fucking Lebowski. I think I could literally watch that movie on loop and go crazy watching it and never get tired of it. It's just so fucking entertaining. It's pretty funny. It never really gets old for me. Market Zero, yeah. I don't know. I really love that movie. I feel like I could comfortably watch that until the end of time. Can I ask something, person? Just curious, no hate at all. Well, my name's not Person, but sure. It's Ray. Yeah, by all means, ask your question. I'm sure if it's going to go down out. Personal sorry. Oh, yeah. By all means. Personal questions away. Fire it away. I see we got 10 motherfuckers up in here. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for showing up. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. If y'all would like the stream. Comment in the fucking live chat. Subscribe. We've been doing good so far with these streams. It seems like every stream I do, I get about 12 subscribers. I'm hoping to bump those numbers up a little bit, but it's not bad. And this is the most amount of viewers I'm able to keep in here lately. We got 10 people in here. Normally I'm sitting at 4 or 5. So I appreciate y'all showing up. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. Just waiting on this dude to ask his question. He's taking his time. Maybe he's writing a fucking novel over there. What or who taught you, or made you believe that we didn't have a soul? What makes you think that we do have a soul? Is there any sort of scientific evidence or empirical evidence that points to the idea that we have a soul? As far as I'm aware, the soul is something that is taught in religious circles that we do have. It's philosophically, I would say, I don't want to comment too much on the philosophical angle of what a soul is, but yeah. Thank you, Krista. Good looks. I keep asking, no bigotry, no what, and no stupidity. Sorry, I must have missed you asking in the chat. My bad. But I don't know if philosophy supports the idea of a soul. I don't really know if reality supports that idea. If it is something that does exist somewhere within me, I mean, I'd like to see some sort of fucking evidence that it does exist. It should be able to be measured, right? It shouldn't just be something that's intuitive that I can just think about. It should be something that I'm able to interact with or have some sort of knowledge of it being there. I don't see what that knowledge is. In reincarnation, you can come back and end up romantic with your ancestor, not knowing why you are who you are, and having abuse and a caste system justified by it. I think in order for that to be the case, reincarnation would, like, you're suggesting that reincarnation would just take you back to a different time period. I don't really think that's how that works. I don't think if you become reincarnated that you just get transported back into a different time. I think it's still the same time that you were on when you died. Because the universe's timeline just sort of like keeps moving forward, right? That's how it feels. But, who the fuck knows? Nobody knows what happens when you die until you do die. And it's not like I can come back from the fucking dead and tell all you motherfuckers, like, hey, this is the truth. It's just sort of something you have to fucking go through yourself and find out. No matter what happens, it's going to be a surprise for all of us, right? Like, I don't think, even if it does turn out to be that one of the Abrahamic religions is true and I end up in heaven, I'll be kind of shocked. I won't really, because, there's like 1,000 different fucking religions out there, and it could just as easily be that one of them was right. And all of us are fucking, like, sitting here twiddling our fucking thumbs. We don't fucking know. It's going to be a surprise no matter what happens, but I don't think we're going to time travel back in time and do the fucking nasty and the passy like fucking Fry from Futurama. It's not a philosophical mechanism meant to describe the distinction between thought and emotion from back when we knew even less about the brain and mind work than we do now. Yeah, I agree. If you're referring to souls, which I think you are, Johnny. People have their egos all wrapped up in humanity being special, though. And then Sacred Minister Dustin says, I understand, so I'm guessing you don't believe in spirits. No, I do not. Not particularly. I hope spirits are a thing. That'd be cool. But I don't. Once again, I mean, I don't mean to be a fucking broken record, but, like, where's the evidence? What evidence is out there that spirits do exist? And I'll tell you what, if spirits are a thing, if ghosts are real or some shit like that, fucking plane. Sorry, I don't know if y'all can hear that. It's fucking loud as shit. We'll continue here in a moment. Reincarnation is forward, I think. Backward reincarnation or random time drops is even scarier. I just don't know if that's how it would work, but I guess I don't really know how it works at all. No one does. But yeah, goblins are legit though. Yeah, hell yeah. I don't know. As for spirits, I mean, I've always said that if spirits are real, which I don't know if they really are. I mean, I want to be a fucking ghost so I can go fucking haunt conservative politicians. That'll be what I do. If it turns out that ghosts are real and that we as humans just can't see them, that'd be kind of interesting. But once again, probably also unlikely. Have you not ever felt spooked or like you're being watched or like negative energy in your presence? Yeah, I felt that way. But you also got to recognize that the human brain is really fucking easy to trick, So if there's, like, say if I had more people in here and I fucking, I don't know, if I just picked a random name, like if I just said, hey, Daniel, you should get back to your fucking homework right now, bitch. You should fucking stop watching my stream and go fucking do that shit. And there's a statistical fucking likelihood that if I had more people in here, there might be someone in here named Daniel. He might get freaked the fuck out by that. He might be like, oh shit, what the fuck is that? And then he'd fucking go off the stream, be freaked out by it. But I just made a person's name up in my mind. There's no one named Daniel in this fucking chat. It's an illusion. It's something where I can manipulate your fucking sense of paranoia in your own brain and the ways in which your brain are fucking tricked. And you can do that in a number of different ways. That's just one fucking way. It's easy to fool people. That's why fucking like stage magicians used to be a thing. I'm pretty sure they still are a thing. I'm honestly not too sure, but back when I was a kid, I remember going to go see like Chris Angel, or like one of these other magicians that would come, and they would put on like a fucking magic show, and be like, oh shit, that's fucking cool. but it's not real. It's a fucking trick. He's got some sort of fucking method to his madness that makes it fucking unreal. I like your comment, player. We are wired to find patterns even when none actually exist. Ascribe meaning even when it is purely out of our own invention. It makes us quite good at invention and artistry. I agree. Yeah, that's what drives creativity a lot of times. I agree with you, Johnny. But it also makes us good at convincing ourselves with nonsense rather than admitting we don't know a thing. Yes. Absolutely. It makes it easier to tap into that old the fucking the sacrophrenia, as Mr. The Amazing Atheist might call it. That crazy part of our fucking psyche, that sacred fucking crazy that's up in our fucking brain. You know, that's what a lot of people think is more reliable than what our brain actually tells us in our conscious fucking minds. A lot of people think that your fucking subconscious, your instincts, your sort of gut intuition is more reliable. And sometimes it is. Sometimes that is something you can rely on. But it's not something you necessarily want to go to for information. You want to actually think about things all the way through and kind of apply sort of an intelligent lens to them, in my opinion. Have you ever had a dream come true, like a real dream that came into fruition later into the future? No, I have not. Honestly, most of my dreams are really fucking trippy and really fucking surreal, so I'd be amazed if a single one of them ever fucking came true. I have really fucking strange dreams. Every dream that I have is just really fucking bizarre. And that's when I fucking remember them. It's happened to me a lot since I got saved. Okay. That's interesting. I don't know if that proves that your dreams are real, and I don't know if what you're telling me is also true though. So you're as far as I'm aware, you're just a person in a live chat who could potentially be making up a story. I don't know if you necessarily are or not. I don't know how trustworthy you are, but I see no reason that you went to religion and now that your dreams are coming true. Okay, how can you demonstrate that to me? You see the problem here, right? There's no way for me to accept that premise without evidence. Like, it just doesn't fucking exist. I have had instances of deja vu that I realized was not something happening twice, but a dream happening IRL. I think I have probably had that at some point or another. Deja vu is kind of weird to pin down, though, so I don't know. Our brains are programmed to find faces when there aren't any as a survival tactic. Yeah. That's the uncanny valley shit. Yeah. It has really freaked people out before. Yeah, deja vu definitely does kind of freak me out sometimes. I've definitely had deja vu. That's a different kind of experience. I don't really count that as like, oh, my dreams are coming true. That just means that my dreams kind of predicted something that might happen in real life. Which, I mean, you know, your dreams are based off your subconscious. Your subconscious is based off like it's a part of your brain. It's the part of your brain that you're just not really thinking about. But it's just like it's based off memories. It's based off shit that you saw that day. It's based off things that you see every fucking day. And that's usually what your brain is pulling from for dreams, I believe. So yeah. It's all cyclical. It's all data that your brain pulls from your eyeballs, from what you're able to see in fucking reality. Have you ever seen someone possessed, like really possessed? No, I have not. Having the dream where I'm at work and wake up to go to work, OMG, it's happening. Yeah, I hate those fucking dreams. I mean, the things that happen are so commonplace. That's why would I predict something so stupid? Yeah, exactly. Yep. My dreams are dope. I'm usually just wandering around this elaborate cityscape, checking shit out. Often I can jump real high and run fast on all fours. That's stuff not even worth predicting. That's what Krista said, that last one. Yeah. Yeah. Usually when I have dreams, I'm able to do fucking shit that I would normally be able to do, especially if it's a real fucking lucid dream, which I really don't have that often, but they're kind of, they're a little bit of a rare treat. A lot of dreams where I'm fucking flying around, or I'll jump off a tall building, and I'll fucking wake up right before I fucking land on the fucking ground. I'll have scary ass dreams like that. Most of my dreams are just fucking like, a lot of them play like mini fucking horror movies, which I tend to kind of enjoy at this point, so. I miss the flying or the breathing underwater. Yeah, me too. I've had a few dreams that are like that, and dreams are fucking interesting. They really are, because it's like your brain putting on a little fucking miniature movie for you, and it's all based off fucking sensory data from the real world. So it's interesting what your brain can kind of cook up, just to either entertain you or to like. Oftentimes it'll be. I'll find that a lot of times my dreams will have fucking messages in them that correlate to reality. Real people will pop up and they'll act differently in my dreams. I'll wonder how the fuck I'm supposed to interpret it. It'll be fucking crazy ass shit like that. Now, we're not even talking about politics today, but chat's fucking. We got a good number of people in here. We got a good fucking energy going in here. Hell yeah. My spine usually jerks me awake in the following dreams. I don't know what's jerking me awake, but something is. That's for some reason my brain just won't allow that last part. It just won't allow the fucking part where I just hit the ground. I just have to like jolt the fuck awake before that happens. I love flying dreams. I love them. Best dreams ever. That's from Krista. Yeah, I do love a good flying dream myself. One of the main reasons that caused me to believe in spirits was I was at church about 10 years ago, and this 5 years African-American girl, I mean 5 years old, African-American girl fell on her back randomly and started screaming in Hebrew. How do you explain that? Maybe she was a 5-year-old girl who knew Hebrew and wanted to throw a tantrum? Is that really that hard to believe? I mean, most kids know English at 5. Maybe she grew up in a Jewish household. That's how I explain it. I hit the ground in that dream once and died. It just kind of a faded by sort of thing, and then a new dream started. I don't ascribe significance to it. Yeah, I think I probably do ascribe a little more significance. I mean, no one wants to follow the ground, so yeah. It's a myoclonic jerk. This is your body's way of double checking that you're still alive because you're falling asleep too fast. Yeah, you're probably right about that. It's the feeling when the chair you sit in leans back farther than you're expecting. Oh man, that's the worst fucking feeling. I've been that fucking dumbass before. I had a really bad habit whenever I was in school and whenever I was younger, and I'd be leaning the chair back like this. I'd just lean back too far, and I'd actually fall the fuck over. No, I knew the girl. She barely could speak English. Okay, well, you just said she started speaking Hebrew, correct? I just told you that my theory was that her first language might have been Hebrew. Do you have a counter to that? Do you not think that maybe Jewish households would raise their own children to fucking speak Hebrew instead of English as a first language? I mean, that's definitely a possibility, right? People speak Arabic as their first language. People speak Spanish as their first language. I don't really know if people go around speaking Hebrew too much these days, but honestly, is it really that uncommon? I take it if you hear hoofbeats, you were thinking horses, not zebras. Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, but yeah, that's a good point. It's not just horses that have hooves, obviously. It's zebras, it's horses. Yeah. How do you know it's Hebrew? Do you speak Hebrew? Yeah, that's a good question, too. How do you know it's Hebrew? Do you speak Hebrew? I didn't even think about that. That's a good fucking follow-up question from Krista there. How were you able to confirm that it was Hebrew? How do you know it wasn't fucking Aramaic or some other language you've never spoken? I have that same cigarette case, not the metallic one though, like one that pops up. It's not really metallic, it's just like a plastic coating on it, but it's just one that does that, which I really like. That's the first time I've ever really bought a cigarette case, but yeah, I really like that shit. It just looks cool. Shit, fucking ash. Or a seizure. Yeah, or a seizure. Yeah. For the fucking language thing. And once again, it's just another instance of like, you could just be talking out your ass, you could just be making up a story in here. Just to fucking like, I don't know, it's not a good argument for why your position is right. Got to get you rolling your own. It saves so much money, though probably less in taxes than CT on account of taxes. Well, the thing is, I bought an entire carton of these things. I probably got about, I guess I'd say, like 1, 2, 3, 4. I probably got about 5 or 6 packs left. I bought an entire carton a little while back, so maybe once I run out of those, I'll start rolling my own. I'll go get some papers and go get a little bit of the old grass. See what we can get. Maybe I'll start doing that instead. I see where you're coming from, but it was definitely not her language. The church leaders and deacons rushed everyone out. They were freaking out. Okay, I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. Well, just saying that. I'm just saying what caused me to believe in spirits. Okay. Well, I mean, if that's enough, if that's all it takes to convince you, I mean, that's on you then. But I mean, I require a higher standard of evidence. So if you're trying to convince me of that being the case, you got to actually bring something better to the table than just like a story that you saw. That's not enough to convince me. I require more than just that. Because as far as it would take for me to believe that, all it would take is just me having faith in that what you said is just true. Chad, that's not. I don't operate like that. That's how it works. I understand. That's good. You got anything else on your mind, Mr. Dustin? Anything that's not a religious topic, I suppose? I got politics up in the title, but we haven't really gotten around to talking too much about that shit. I saw JD Vance was on Turning Point USA. He was taking over the show today. Going to go talk to, I forget who he was talking about, or talking to, not talking about. But he was talking about justifying a crackdown in America based off this like fucking Charlie Kirk shooting shit. They're still fear mongering about Tyler Robinson being a leftist, which admittedly, after today, it seems like that might be a little bit more likely that that's the case. I'm not 100% certain, but if you look at the text messages that have been released between him and his roommate, it seems like they actually did have a little bit of a relationship, at least a little bit of a closer relationship than we had previously thought. I don't really know if they were dating, but it does seem like they were at least like amenable, like they were at least friendly. It seems like his own views are at least slightly more left-leaning. Oh yeah, we'll talk about that here in a second, Flair. So I do actually want to address the Nepal shit as well. But in terms of Tyler Robinson, it seems like based on the text messages that I saw, it kind of muddies the waters a little bit more. It seems a little bit less likely that he was a groper, but at the same time, gropers do also like to cloak themselves in leftist language and rhetoric. So it seems like, once again, it's still kind of up in the air about whether Tyler Robinson was a leftist or not, but I will say it does seem a little bit more fucking likely that he might have been. I'm not willing to discount that possibility at this point, but I'd like to hear more of his thoughts on the record about that, instead of just like listening to the fucking news cycle constantly, trying to piece it all fucking together. I'm sure he'll have more to say. He was indicted today, I believe. He was in the court, fucking being brought up on charges, all that fun shit. And I still think there's a pretty decent possibility that the dude was just a fucking nut job. I think there's a pretty solid possibility that the dude was just fucking crazy. Crazy people exist on either side. Yeah, I agree. And yeah, Nepal did have a revolution. I didn't see the thing about the president being elected on Discord, but I know for a fact that they have an interim government right now. It's been going down fucking crazy hard in Nepal. It's been a big news day for them. Yeah, Flair. That's so cool. I'm really. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not there, Krista. But I mean, I'm happy for Nepal. Whatever the fuck their grievances, I hope they fucking are getting them addressed. I hope their interim government is able to install a new proper government for them, fix whatever fucking bullshit they had going on before. I'll be honest with you, I really haven't been paying too close attention to Nepal, but it does seem like it calmed down a little bit for a little while there. And it seems like they're back in the news again today. So I gotta look into them a little bit more. I don't think I put them in the title, but I probably will tomorrow. We'll discuss them a little more, do a little more fucking research. The Prime Minister was voted on Discord, and as a result of the Discord recommendation, the President appointed her as interim Prime Minister. Okay, that's cool. That's it's kind of interesting that now we're having elections on Discord, but neat, I guess. That's what a fucking time to be alive, right? I like the guy named Harry that was biking through and became a part of history. Yeah. Weren't there also some other fucking meme flags in the Nepal shit? I remember seeing, fuck, there was something else there too. No, it is really sincere. Nepal gives me a lot of hope because although people died, their movement worked and so quickly. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I remember seeing videos on TikTok of like people storming their fucking like their capital and their equivalent of like the Prime Minister mansion or whatever the fuck it is, like their version of the White House. I forget what it's actually called over there. It's not called the White House, obviously, but like whatever their version of it is. I saw people like storming it, like fucking shit up in there. It looked like I honestly thought they were going to go like full on revolution, and they were gonna like start a war over there. But it seems like whatever's left of their fucking government is like, all right, fuck this. We're installing a temporary government. Let's put a fucking stop to this real quick. That was I guess I applaud them for handling the situation quickly and trying to make it peaceful. Hopefully it doesn't escalate further. Hopefully we don't see another situation like Israel and Palestine or Ukraine and Russia. I'd like to see less war, not more, personally. Yeah, they burned Parliament. Yeah, there you go, Parliament. That's the fucking building that I was thinking about. Thank you. Thank you, Johnny. Sacred Ministries with Dustin Bourgeois. If you put something in, since you said, I understand YouTube didn't let it through. Huh, okay. I'm not sure what you're talking about. They burned ministers' homes and ousted many ministers. Yeah. It seemed like the day that they were doing all the storming and shit, it was going on pretty violent then, but it seemed like it calmed down like pretty fucking quick. So it was essentially just like a coup on the part of the revolutionaries that just fucking managed to like succeed. So, yeah. Talking to the other guy, asking if you didn't want to answer his question. Oh, did I miss his question? I thought I answered it. My mistake. If you'd like to repeat your question, just in case I did fucking ignore it, by all means repeat it. If I didn't respond to it, I'd like to. Yeah, I didn't mean to fucking ignore your question. It must have just gotten fucking buried. No worries. It was interesting to see how fucking quickly it popped up in Nepal, though. I thought that was really the most interesting thing. It's like how fucking fast they got everything done. Yeah, I definitely covered the spirits thing for sure. I feel like I answered that to the best of my ability. I asked, what do you think he deserved? I asked, do you think he deserved what happened to him? Are you referring to Charlie Kirk? Because I don't think Charlie Kirk deserved what happened to him. I think that anybody who's going around saying that shit, I don't agree with that. When it comes to, so I'll lay it out quickly. When it comes to political violence, I think that should be the absolute last resort, not the first resort, the last resort. It should be, you should manage to fucking exhaust every other option that you have. You should try diplomacy. You should try talking it out. You should try negotiating. You should try fucking doing everything you can, taking every other step possible. I asked 3 times and YouTube didn't put it in the chat. Okay, well, fuck YouTube then. Sorry. No worries, doesn't matter. Violence should always be a last resort. It should always be the last option that you have to exhaust whenever there's no possible fucking way of resolving whatever your issue is besides violence. Arbitration, there you go. You should use every other method that you have available to you before you resorting to political violence. That's how I feel about that. Now, as to my genuine reaction towards Charlie Kirk being shot, uh, honestly, I feel mostly kind of fucking apathetic about it. I don't like Charlie Kirk. I don't really support any of his politics. I think he said many things on the fucking record that make him getting shot really fucking ironic and honestly a little bit funny. I don't think making jokes is unacceptable. I think making jokes is fucking fine. And I don't really feel any particular need to cry about it. I'm not gonna be shedding no fucking tears for that dude because he was literally talking about like he talked fucking anti-trans shit and bigoted fucking shit on his show all the fucking time. So there's just no, when it comes to the talk of like empathy for someone like him, he was literally someone who would have hated my fucking guts and hated my right to fucking exist on this fucking planet. So it's difficult for me to fucking feel bad for the dude. It really is. It's difficult for me to fucking, I mean, like I said, I think I've said it before, I don't really want to fucking remove empathy from my fucking political analysis. I don't really think that's the correct way to fucking handle it. But I really do just internally fucking struggle to come up with a lot of empathy for him. But there is definitely a little bit in my heart for him. Maybe a smidge. Shred. You know? Did he ever say that he hated trans, though? He literally did. I don't even think that's in dispute. I think you can fucking just go easily Google that. Maybe he didn't say those exact words, but his rhetoric seems to indicate that. He said that he wouldn't trust like a female pilot who was black. So yeah, that's not really the trend shit, but it's another example of fucking bigotry on his part, in my opinion. I got a ton of CK stuff showing up recently, but I think he was pretty respectful. I cannot agree from the shit that I've seen from him. That seems to be the common thing I see on the right recently. They seem to be lionizing him. They seem to be pretending like he was just a really nice fucking person, like he was a really good person that just didn't deserve any fucking shit that ever came towards him. And I can't get down with that fucking narrative. I've said my piece on that a few different times. Honestly, I didn't really watch him. I watch him occasionally, not because I'm a fan of his, but just because I think you should check out what the fucking enemy is saying every once in a while. And he comes across to me like he was in the same sphere as like Ben Shapiro or Steven Crowder or Matt Walsh, any of these other right-wing pundits. He seems like he's like very far to the fucking right. He was yeah. I think there was some talk about like his views on Israel fucking shifting right before the fucking shooting, but he made a career off of being a Zionist and endorsing like Christian nationalism and ethno-nationalism, all this other shit. It's perfectly easy to express hateful views in a respectful tone, doesn't make them reasonable. Yeah, I fucking completely agree with you there, Johnny. He just shared and expressed his beliefs based on the Bible, but never physically. I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, is he not physically doing something by uploading to YouTube and the internet and expressing his views? Is that not physically doing something? I don't know. He was respectful in the sense that he was wanting to talk to liberals, wanting to have a conversation, and that the debate and disagreement is always welcome, but he was using the debate as content. They seem more gotcha than CK. I agree with you, what you said, by the way, Chris. They seem more gotcha than CK. I really don't agree. I mean, Ben Shapiro and Steven Crowder and Charlie Kirk, they all basically had the same like debate bro kind of grift going on, so I don't know. They seem like they were all pretty much in that same kind of wheelhouse. He made money off of their disagreement, and they were unpaid. He exploited them. I'm assuming you're referring to the people he was talking to, yeah. I gotta agree, hate is an easy speech, but it is not hard to decipher. Yeah. I don't have an issue with people spewing hate speech, but yeah, you gotta be able to have a fucking ear that's actually able to fucking listen to it and call it out for what it is. So. He made money off their disagreement, and they were unpaid. I'm assuming you're referring to the leftists and the liberals that he debated, Krista, or are you referring to his audience? That's the freedom of speech, correct? I don't think taking someone out because you don't agree with their beliefs is the right way to go. Why not just ignore him? I never said it was the right way to go. I literally just directly addressed you and told you I don't think it was the right way to go. I don't think shooting him was the right call. There you go. You're shadowboxing, my friend. You're talking to someone who's not in this fucking live stream right now. I didn't want him to be shot. The only thing I said was that I'm not going to feel bad for him. So I genuinely don't feel bad for him. I really don't. I never wanted him to be shot though. I don't want that to happen. I don't want people to resort to political violence to do that. I think that's a bad way to fucking handle it. People don't lack for intelligence, vocabulary, and attention span, unfortunately. Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, I think a lot of people are like that. No, the leftists and liberals who helped him generate his content. Yeah, you're right. Okay, gotcha. No, I'm not saying you, just in general. Well, you're typing into my chat, aren't you? The implication seems to be that you're addressing it towards me. If you're typing messages in this chat and I'm reading them, then who else are you addressing? Are you having a side conversation with other people who aren't here? If there's people coming in my chat who are going to be like, hey, we support political violence and shooting Charlie Kirk being assassinated, I'm going to fucking ban those fuckers because I don't want them in here. I want them to fuck out, personally. None of us wanted Charlie Kirk to be shot. That doesn't mean I am grieving the loss of my wife. Like, we were BFFs because we weren't. Yep, I feel exactly the same fucking way. I made a statement, then asked a question. Yeah, and then I addressed both of them. Yep. I'm glad you were able to repeat back to me what's been going on in the course of the chat. I've been paying attention, I promise you. I just explained to you every single thing that's been said to you, that's been addressed to you, has been explained why. Okay, if you're going to make generalized statements about how you just don't agree with Charlie Kirk being shot, like that's something I just fucking said in here, then I'm going to correct the fucking record and address you directly by telling you that is, in fact, not my opinion. There's going to be no fucking uncertainty or ambiguity about that subject. I'm going to make everything 100% fucking crystal fucking clear. I'm going to lay it out all on the fucking table. I've stated my opinion ever since the beginning of these fucking attacks. Every single stream I've done, my opinion has really not changed on the actual shooting itself. I'm half-brained right now, lol. Hell yeah. I'm trying to be half fucking brained. Goddamn. Maybe smoking a little more of these fucking things will help out. There you go. You understand. Cool. Good job. How old are you? I am 27 years old. 27 years old. Been around the way a little bit. Not too old just yet. Still young. Still in my fucking 20s. I'll say I'm getting older by the time I hit my 30s. I'll still be on the young enough side though, I think. Hopefully. Hopefully I'll be able to fucking make my nut doing this shit one of these fucking nights. That's the goal. This is honestly, I fucking really enjoy doing this shit. I enjoy having political engagement with people like you. I enjoy having a discussion, a dialogue about these things. It's all interesting to me. It's something I'm a little obsessive over. I pay attention to it a lot. So it's always in the fucking news. It's always the first thing in my fucking feed whenever I wake up. You need a comedy routine. Maybe. I don't necessarily always want to be a comedian, though. I don't always want to necessarily make jokes all the fucking time. I'll make them if I feel like they're appropriate, because I feel like I can get in a fucking good line every once in a while. But I don't know how good I am at making people laugh. I think the main appeal of me, generally speaking, is I think people are just sort of intrigued by me. But yeah. Hey, Georgie. How's it going, motherfucker? I know you. What you been up to, buddy? Jersey. That must be some fucking joke that I'm not in on. So I don't know why the fuck y'all are calling him Jersey. Can I ask another personal question? No judging, just ask a question. Shoot. By all means, ask your question. We're already at the hour mark. I don't even feel like it's been a fucking hour. This stream's been fucking going great. I feel like the energy's fucking rolling in. For me, I got the energy fucking going nice tonight. I'll probably be able to hit the fucking 2 hour mark, maybe even fucking longer tonight if we can keep up this fucking chat. Keep people up in here. Be nice. Why did you do that to Charlie Ray? Bad Jersey. Go in timeout. Were you born male or female? I was born male. It has gone fast. Yeah, it really has. Well, we have a bunch of normies in here. Georgie. Yeah, he's one of the regulars over in the TJ Kirk Discord. I hang out with him every once in a while. I'm just fucking with you, Georgie. I did that just for fun. Yeah. So transitioning to female. Yeah, physiologically, yes. So when it comes to that, I'll briefly lay out how it works for me personally. I identify fucking all tongue tied for fuck's sake, goddamn. I identify as non-binary and as something called trans femme. So I don't call myself a trans woman necessarily, because I don't feel like I'm fully in that camp. I don't feel like I'm fully embracing femininity at the moment, at least in terms of expression. I'm wearing a beanie. I'm wearing a fucking t-shirt, an old raggedy fucking t-shirt. I'm not really wearing my hair in a super feminine style. It appears to me to be mostly fucking androgynous, but which is kind of what I want. So in terms of expression, I feel like I am sort of still in that non-binary category, but I am on HRT. I've been on HRT for 1 motherfucking year since September 11th, 2024. I've been hitting that shit up. I want to actually change my physical fucking shape eventually, and learn how to do fucking makeup, learn how to voice train, learn how to paint my nails, do fucking, express a little bit of the elements of femininity that I want. That's how it goes. What age did you decide to make that transition? 26 years old. The stuff is kicking in. Tongue-tied, yeah. It's because of these fucking things. Are NB's trans? Yeah. Some of them. I mean, you can either say that they're non-binary or trans, but personally, I view myself as both. But I suppose that's up to interpretation. NB's, so it's phonetics for non-binary. It's often it's abbreviated as N and B, like capital N and capital B. And that is why people say NBs, because it's just phonetics. That's all it is. That's just how it sounds whenever you say it. What's an encyclopedia? Spell checker sucks. I'm assuming you mean what's non-binary. If you want to, I'll give you a chance to correct that, or I assume you mean what's NB. What made you make that decision? Dysphoria. So it's kind of tough waking up every fucking morning and taking a shower and then going to look in the mirror and looking like, fuck, I've got facial hair. I don't really want facial hair. Actually, I did kind of want a full beard at one point, but my fucking shit comes in really fucking patchy. I can really only grow a mustache proper. So, I don't know. I don't really want facial hair anymore. I can live with a fucking baby face. It's not that big of a fucking deal, honestly. But I always hated being fucking flat chested. I always hated just the body that I had. I hated having a big fucking dad bod, a big fucking dad bod belly, all this shit. I wanted to look physically fucking different. Okay? Sorry about that. Some random fucker in the parking lot honking, interrupting my fucking stream. What the fuck? I don't know what the fuck's going on over there. They said hi with the thumbs up is the most aggravating new meme. It's because of fucking YouTube. Every time fucking one of the most annoying things that I've noticed about YouTube mobile streaming, so I'll be trying to scroll through the fucking chat and I'll accidentally swipe up into someone else's fucking stream. I'll have to rejoin the chat whenever I swipe back up. And then whenever I do, it says, "Oh, hey, say hi in the live chat." And every time you hit that button, that's what pops up. It says, Jersey said hi in the live chat. Or whoever the fuck it is. Hey, when people do this, Jersey, you stinker. Are you attracted to male or female? I'm attracted to people. So in terms of that, it's a little bit different. I would say I'm pansexual or bisexual, depending on your definitions. I say pansexual, though. I'm attracted to people not necessarily based on fucking gender or sex shit. It's honestly, when it comes down to that, personality matters way more to me. But I would say I'm attracted to pretty much every type of person that's out there. I like trans men, I like trans women, I like cis women, I like cis men, I like NBs. So, that's how it works. Oh no, you're good, Johnny. It's all good. If you want to fucking see it for yourself, just fucking scroll away from my stream and then scroll right back and it'll pop up. That's like the first message you get every time you enter a fucking live chat. That's at least for the mobile ones. It doesn't fucking. It's not a thing in the normal live streams for some reason. I don't know why, but it's I don't browse on mobile. Well, there you go. So that would make sense why you've never seen it then. So. This stream's going pretty fucking good. We've been able to consistently keep like 6 or 7 people in here all at the same fucking time. Where are you from? I am from Texas. You are like the prototypical kid of a hippie Gen Xer. You know that I am the kid of a hippie Gen Xer, right? Oh. Oh yeah, I think she did mean that. Not to be nitpicky, be as nitpicky as you like, as long as you're not being obnoxious. You remind me of the squid from Shark Tale. I do? Oh yeah, I guess because of my hair. They're not really dreadlocks though. My hair is just literally fucking grows out this curly. So, and I've been trying ever since the start of this fucking HRT shit. I've been trying to get my hair to fucking come down and down and down. It's been working pretty goddamn well, honestly. Because I've been he's a jellyfish. He's talking about the movie Shark Tale with the Jamaican fucking jellyfish. What did your parents or guardians say when they found out you were transitioning? They were fine with it. I told my mom, and I told family members around 2 or 3 months in, and then I told everyone else, friends and family at different intervals. Honestly, no person that I've come out to so far has really given me like a truly negative fucking reaction. Most people seem fucking fine with it. They don't really seem to give a shit. But I do seem to be, like, the family that I'm in is, like, kind of liberal / libertarian leaning, so none of them really seem to give a shit, honestly. As long nobody has provided really any, like, direct opposition towards it, though. So I count myself kind of lucky in that regard. Yeah. Fucking Georgie. Can you fucking actually stop doing that? You don't need to flood my chat with Georgie said hi. I get it. Hi, Georgie. How's it going? Howdy. Y'all are being fucking silly. Whoever you are. Yeah. Just a friend. Just a friend. Hopefully a regular in my chats. Some days. That'll be nice. I'm famous. Yeah. You're in a fucking live chat. In a live chat with 7 concurrent viewers. Well, I gotta say, we're hitting the fucking numbers pretty goddamn good tonight. We've been slowly kind of creeping up there towards like 7 and 8. I saw we had 10 people in here earlier. I was kind of hoping to maintain that a little bit, but honestly, just considering the fact that we've got this many fucking people in here, it's pretty good. I'm liking it. I'd say whoever's in here, keep it up. Y'all are helping me out. Might need to go grab ice here in a minute, but not just yet. We need to make you the next iShow Speed. Hell yeah. I'd like to be as rich as fucking iShow Speed, dude. Are you kidding me? That dude literally has his own fucking private security that goes around with him. So he's just so fucking rich and famous. Fucking send me up into the fucking stratosphere. I'll do it. Yep, there were quite a few chatters too instead of just lurking. Yeah. The chat's been fucking moving tonight. I'm really grateful for that. Usually the chat's fucking slow as shit. So thank you. Thank you for everyone who actually is chatting. If you keep more than $10 million, my principals would require me to hate you. I literally wouldn't even fucking do that. If I ever became rich and famous, I think I would probably cap it at 10 million and just give everything else away. Because 10 million is pretty much the limit to living fucking luxuriously in America, I think. If you got more than that, you're just fucking wasting money. You might as well just be fucking burning it. I could live nice on $10 million. I could live really fucking nice. I'm pretty fucking low maintenance. I want somewhere comfortable to sleep and with like a place with a fucking nice theater and a good place to fucking exercise. I don't need no big fucking McMansion. I just need like a fucking actual house. Donate it mostly. Cover your rent. Yep. There you fucking go. I would give way more to charity if I had $10 million fucking dollars. I totally fucking would. You can literally toss $10 million in the bank at 2% and get like $140,000 a year after taxes. Yep. You could totally fucking do that. You could fucking earn $10 million a year, take half of that, put it in a fucking savings account, just never fucking touch it, and then use the other half of that money to buy whatever the fuck you need necessity-wise, which you wouldn't even need that much. I mean, maybe you could buy a decent house for like $1 million, but yeah, you'd buy a McDonald's. That might be cool. You could definitely invest that money in a business if you really wanted to. You could do a ton of different fucking things. Definitely would franchise a McDonald's. I might. I don't know if I'd go for McDonald's. I think I'd try and franchise like a Taco Bell or something. Just because I like them a little more. I feel like it'd be kind of fun. You could just walk in and take whatever you want. Make me food slave. I don't think that's how that would work, but you would definitely get a lot of respect from the employees for sure. They'd probably walk on eggshells around you a little bit. I don't know if that's necessarily the environment I would try and create. I would just try and make it a place where it's just like, I don't know. I've never run a fucking restaurant, I guess. But I would try and make it a little bit less uncomfortable than that, a little bit more comfortable. Imagine going to McDonald's and seeing you're the owner. Nuggets anytime you want. Yeah. I'd eat until it looked like Dave once. I don't know who that is. Yeah, mine would be Wendy's. Make Taco Bell great again. Taco Bell's already great. Go away, Flair. I'm kidding. Don't go away. Taco Bell's already amazing. I love Taco Bell. You know, the problem with giving it away is people stop being grateful, of course. But I don't know how to fix an issue like that. I'm about to head to bed. Can I tell you something before I go without you hating me? By all means, I don't hate you, dude. No one in the chat that hates you. Nobody in the chat is trying to spread hate anywhere. But by all means, ask your question, my friend. Gratitude shouldn't be the point of giving. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right, Johnny, in response to Margaret over there. No, my thing would be, hey, you're all doing amazing. By the way, I need some nuggets, but you're all perfect. Yeah, it's like spreading fucking positivity around. I think I'd be in that same vein. I think you could run a McDonald's pretty easily that way. You couldn't be too fucking lax, though. You still want people to actually fucking get shit done. There's a perfect fucking middle ground right there. To be able to encourage people in a positive fucking way. And be, like, you know, motivational. Just an opinion, but that's me. I'd probably give it anonymously, TBH. Literally, no one hates you. There was conversation, was flowing. Yeah, there absolutely was. I'm not afraid to answer any questions that you have. As long, like I said, you can pretty much type anything in that chat that doesn't violate my fucking rules or YouTube's fucking terms of service. Outside of that, I'm happy to fucking address anything you got. That is the manager's job. My job is hype beast and sweatpants. There you go. See? That's the perfect fucking role. Hype beast and sweatpants. Yeah, you can run a fucking McDonald's pretty decently that way. As long as you're keeping the energy flowing, you're keeping your workers fucking motivated, you're keeping them happy, you're keeping them paid up in a way that's how I would fucking run my restaurant. I would fucking revolutionize it. I paid my workers a fucking living wage, make sure that they were all fucking happy and taken care of. Making sure they're all fucking doing good to the best of my fucking ability. I think that would be the best way to fucking handle it. I missed fucking George's idea. Where is it? Huh. I had eaten. Huh. I'm not sure what you're talking about for Georgie's idea, but I do like it. Or, I'm sorry, I do want to hear it. I'm curious as to what the fuck he said. I must have missed it. Maybe got deleted in chat. Yeah, hype beast and sweatpants. I was hoping to hear whatever that fucking Doug dude had to say, but he fucking disappeared from chat. $500. Hell yeah. Give me $500. I'll take it. I heard he is, okay. Jesus Christ still loves you, my friend. Read his word and gain spiritual discernment. Love you as a human. Good night. Good night, buddy. I'm probably not going to do all that shit, but thank you for your message. Or instead of buying a McDonald's, you could just become famous and be a McDonald's representative. I don't know. I don't know about all that. Maybe. Slip them money. Bonuses every week. No one would ever leave McDonald's. Yeah. Jeebus rules, Satan's rules. Nah. There was no question there. Yeah, you're right. There wasn't any fucking question. Yeah, what was the question? I don't know. Something about Jesus, I guess. I think McDonald's reps get free McDonald's. I mean, I'm down to accept free fucking McDonald's. That shit's fucking delicious. I can't get enough fucking McDonald's. It's borderline fucking addictive. Yeah, it's like Kaisenat, he gets free McDonald's. Huh. I guess I wouldn't mind being an influencer. It's like, happily promotes McDonald's, but I don't know if I can promote them right now. They should pay their fucking workers more, just like a lot of these other fucking corporations out there. I do love their fucking food. If they started actually giving a shit about their workers and treating them fucking way better, then maybe I'd agree to something like that. As it stands right now, though, I don't know if I'd want to be the person that's out there repping them. I guess I'm just as guilty as anyone else, though. I give them my money, just the same as I'm sure you all do. There needs to be a drug that makes you feel the nostalgia of a McDouble and a fries when you smoke it. You can promote them on stream with the mukbang. I guess you could do that. I like your drug idea, by the way. You know, Chick-fil-A gives its employees 1 meal a day, but if you take old food from the trash, you can get fired. Yeah. I didn't know either of those things about Chick-fil-A. Honestly, I don't know how to feel about that. It is kind of interesting that they get 1 free meal a day. They should get more, though. If they're working more than 2 fucking meal periods, if they're working both lunch and dinner, they should get both of those. Because if you're at work, like, who else is gonna feed you? I don't know. Chick-fil-A definitely should be fucking covering that, though. Need to get me one of their soft serve / milkshake machines. Actually clean it so it works. Yeah, there you go. Their milkshakes are fucking tasty, but yeah, they're never fucking working. Every time I go there, their ice cream machine, their milkshake machine, never get any of that shit. I get 1 free meal a day, but I actually just take all the food I want. That's good for you, buddy. That's wild. Why would you be fired for taking trash? I don't know. That's a good question, honestly. Like, the behavior of taking food from the trash might be kind of questionable, but I don't really know if it's worthy of me firing someone. Like, say, hypothetically speaking, if I ran, like, a fucking, like, a McDonald's co-op or something, and I found out that one of my workers was fucking taken from the trash, and they were taking food from the trash, I think my first instinct would be to fucking help them. Like, hey, what's the root cause of this fucking behavior? Are you not getting paid enough by me to fucking eat? Am I not giving you enough food while you're here? Like, I would want to address that fucking issue immediately. Just be like, hey, let's like, get to the fucking bottom of this. Let's just sit down, you and me, have a fucking talk, and figure this shit out. So me firing you is not going to help your situation out. It's just going to make the fucking problem worse. I need the nostalgia of a Happy Meal. The first time I remember having one in a drug form. Yeah, no shit. God, dude. That must have been the best fucking feeling ever. The best corpo explanation I've ever gotten, that it's a liability issue, and if you get sick, you can sue them for letting it happen. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's the thing that could potentially happen. Chasing that McDonald's dragon. God, dude. Chasing the McDonald's fucking dragon. I've been doing that my whole fucking life, too. Shit. Still stupid, but c'est la vie. Yeah. Heard McDonald's got sued by the ice cream machine because they had something in the contract pretending that it was broken, was hurting revenue. If I recall correctly, the people who made that ice cream machine are like the only ones that can actually fucking fix it. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they did get sued by McDonald's for that. I'd have to look into that more though. Same, I would never go to McDonald's again if I could kick that longing to return to that Happy Meal. Yeah, no shit. God damn. It's nationwide, this lack of McDonald's ice cream machines. I don't know if it's nationwide, but it does seem to be fucking widespread. A lot of the times, I suspect that they just fucking will tell you that the ice cream machine is fucking broken just because they don't want to fucking make it. Because, you know, and I kind of understand that, honestly, because they get like 50,000 fucking customers a goddamn day, and a lot of them want ice cream, and it must be a fucking pain in the ass to make if they just don't want to fucking do it. Because every time I go there and there's like nobody in the drive-thru, it's just me, or if there's like nobody inside, I order ice cream, I usually fucking get it. Because they're just not fucking busy and they don't really give a shit. But if they're fucking slammed and they don't fucking feel like taking the extra time, they just won't. It is truly an addiction because I will go thinking it tastes better than it does, and then as soon as I taste it, it's not as good as I thought it would be. Yeah. I totally fucking feel you there. Every time I go, especially with McDonald's in particular, I don't really feel the same way about fucking Taco Bell or Whataburger or these other places I go to, but with fucking McDonald's in particular, I always fucking hype it up in my brain. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be so fucking great. And it's always just a little bit fucking below expectations. It's usually not quite as good as I thought it was gonna fucking be. And that pretty much applies to their whole fucking menu, like their cheeseburgers, their nuggets, their fries, their drinks, all that shit. It always feels, you know, I always imagine this being just so much more fucking tasty than it ends up being. So I totally fucking agree with you there. I just get really high and or drunk, and it hits like I wanted it to. I like to put fries in my burger. Interesting, I've never tried that. fries in my burger. It does sound tasty though. The ice cream machine is a really interesting issue because the machine itself is hard to maintain and service. There's internal racket around the servicing machine, servicing of the machines in the States. Yeah, that's true. It's always broken here in Denver, Colorado, I imagine. My friend showed me his McDonald's app the other day, and he legit had over 50,000 points. I think I've got something similar. I was at 100K for like a long fucking time because I never really use the reward system too often. I like to save it just for fucking emergencies, frankly. But, you know, I could use it right now if I fucking wanted to. I could fucking put a quarter pounder up in the app and just go fucking get something if I really wanted, but I don't really feel like it at the moment. Oh, fuck. Yeah, dedication. Yeah, it sure is. And that's why I called it kind of borderline addictive earlier, because it really is. These fast food places, they really do know how to fucking keep us fat motherfuckers keep coming back. And some of it really is legitimately fucking tasty. You know, like I love going over there for a fucking quarter pounder because like I don't know, it's just, man, it just hits the fucking spot. So even if it's not as good as I think it is in my fucking head, it's still still pretty close. It's still pretty satisfying. They need a triple patty burger like Wendy's and Burger King. They totally fucking do. I've heard that they designed it that way. Okay. We just did a McDonald's ad. Lol, I'll say PSA. Yeah. I mean, it's okay to just discuss the food. I don't really know if it's an advertisement, but I'm definitely thinking about going to go get some now. Fuck. They have a triple cheeseburger. I think he means like the like a triple quarter pounder, like what fucking Wendy's has for their like the Dave's triple. I think that's what he's referring to. Which I'm totally in fucking agreement there. I'd love to see something like that. I'd eat it. It'd be a disgusting amount of fucking meat, but it would be tasty. Like a top or just some little fucker. The void hungers. Yeah. Definitely. The void definitely does hunger. It is working on at least 7 people right now. Yeah, it sure fucking is. We're all thinking about fucking food. I'm right there with y'all. Sorry. But you know, it's a love-hate kind of thing, right? It's they're an evil, greedy, exploitative corporation, but they've got us all by the fucking balls. You know, most of us in the chat, I imagine we all tried McDonald's when we were fucking little kids. We got a taste for it, and then we were all fucking hooked from that moment. We're like, God damn it, we gotta have it at least every once in a while just to remind ourselves like how good that fucking taste is. That's how it is for me. I don't really care too much about the quality of the food I eat. I eat pretty much whatever. I don't go to McDonald's an insane amount, but I do, for whatever fucking reason, I do just keep coming back. When the third pounder doesn't sell because people think the quarter pounder is bigger. Yeah. Yeah. People are dumb. People would fucking, you're absolutely right. I imagine a lot of Americans might fucking fall for that. I love that. I don't know, adding patties seems like a racket. Like, it's more expensive than they'd make if it was just on there by default. Yeah, I think you're right about the adding. You're responding to Jersey. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think if they just made like a triple quarter pounder and they just threw that on the menu, it would sell like fucking hotcakes. I've never actually ordered that. I've never actually tried to go to McDonald's and just add an extra fucking beef patty on there, but maybe I'll try it one of these days. Yeah, people are bad at fractions. Yeah. I guess I could get 2 and then just start quad stuffing them like Oreos. Yeah, you could do that. I don't know. Might be a little bit of a waste of money, but maybe not. I will say though, even that fucking double quarter pounder, that big motherfucker, it fills you the fuck up. Like, it's a big ass fucking burger. Like it definitely fucking. It usually makes me go into like a food coma after I fucking eat it. I'm just like, it makes me feel all fucking sleepy every time I have one. But I would definitely try a triple one every once in a while. I was just like, hadn't eaten all day. I needed something like raw fucking calories to keep me going. I would definitely try it. What's up, Kosha? A McPounder. They have the double Big Mac. I've never tried that, so I don't know. The double Big Mac. What's up, Mr. Kosha? How you doing? How you doing? We're in here fucking talking about McDonald's. Apparently we're all fucking hungry, I guess. We've all found a fucking reason to discuss it. Fuck it though, I like McDonald's just as much as the next motherfucker. You know? The Mac patty tastes different than the quarter pounder patty. It's less flavorful, but I can't identify exactly what it is. It's also fucking thinner too. You're probably thinking of the sauce though, the Mac sauce, because the quarter pounder does not use that shit. So, well, I'm hungry now. Yeah, me too. Or wait, no, you did say well. Okay, definitely getting McDonald's tomorrow. I'm assuming you meant tomorrow. Working near one scared me straight. Okay. Maybe. At Snack Attack Hour, are they even open this late anymore? They're open 24 hours right where I'm at, so I could go get some right now if I wanted. They don't have a fucking dining room, so I don't know if they'd let me roll through the fucking drive-thru on my fucking bike, but maybe they would. I'd have to figure that out. I suspect not, though. I suspect they probably would not. What can you do? MSG is king of flavor? Hell yeah. I need to be scared straight. Maybe. I want some fries. Me too. Especially some of those fucking McDonald's fries. I do love those little fucking things, but the main issue I have is they get fucking cold way too goddamn quick. Ooh. Scared straight. I think they mean from working at a McDonald's. In-N-Out versus Whataburger. Good question. I'd have to lean more towards Whataburger, frankly. Even though I do like In-N-Out Burger, I think they're both valid fucking options, but I would have to lean towards Whataburger, frankly. Just because I like their selection of burgers a little bit more. I feel like the selection you get at In-N-Out is a little bit more fucking limited. But their burger, they both got fucking tasty burgers. I always go to Whataburger for their fucking patty melt, though. Yeah, I like a nice chunky steak fry myself. These places need to up their game. Yeah, they totally fucking do. In-N-Out makes fucking solid shit, though. I like their fries a little bit better than Whataburger fries, mainly just because you can get fucking like animal style fries. You can add like cheese and fucking beef and shit on top of them. You can make them nice and loaded. You can't really do that at Whataburger. I wish you could. I wish that was a fucking thing that they did. I think that it'd probably make them a little more competitive with In-N-Out. We don't have either of those. Man, that sucks. I feel bad for you, Johnny. I had an autistic fixation with the sweet and spicy from Water for like a year straight. I'll be honest with you, I'm not really a big fan of the sweet and spicy burger, but it's alright. I like their patty melts, I like their normal burgers, and I like their chicken sandwiches. Those are like the three things I go there for. And In-N-Out does not have a patty melt or a chicken sandwich either. They just have all they have on their menu that I recall is just regular fucking burgers, which is fine. But if they ever want me to like them more than fucking Whataburger, they would need to expand their menu a little bit. So, Whataburger patty melt rocks. It totally fucking does. That's my favorite fucking burger on their menu. Either that or like the double one that you can get, the double fucking hamburger or double cheeseburger you can get on their menu. That shit's pretty solid too. Shake Shack is the primo franchise in my state. That's good for burger. Five Guys is not worth it. I can't remember the last time I've had Shake Shack. Five Guys is okay, but I will say the main grievance that I have with fucking Five Guys, they're way too fucking pricey for the shit that you're getting. Like, they'll load you up with fries, especially if you fucking ask for them. And their burgers are good. Like, their burgers are not, like, awful. They're a step above the shit that you get in, like, fast food. But you're walking away from there paying, like, $30, $35 for all that shit. It's just, like, I don't know. Five Guys prices are fucking ridiculous. Jack in the Box had dope commercials. I do like their commercials. Awful fries. Yeah, their fries are good. They're a little on the mushy side though. They fall apart in your fucking hands a little fucking too quickly. They used to be a good deal back in the day. I remember them being expensive even back in the day, but maybe I think they probably have gotten a little even more expensive since then. But whatever. Shake Shack is alright. The stores feel like they sell holographic food. Yeah, I don't know. I've never been. So, what state is Shake Shack? I'm in Colorado. I'm not sure. Like 2006. Yeah, I never tried Five Guys in '06. I don't know. The Jack Butterbun Burger is so good. Good iced coffee, curly fries. Yeah, Jack in the Box ain't bad. They just, I don't know. I never go there anymore because I feel like the ones around me in particular are kind of slipping in terms of food quality. I feel like they've just kind of stopped giving a shit a lot of the times. I've literally gotten fucking food poisoning off of going to Jack in the Box before, so I don't. There are certain times where I don't feel like going to Jack in the Box mainly because I don't trust their fucking food quality. I feel like they kind of need to step their shit up just a little bit. The J&B commercial was of him assaulting people who gave bad reviews, which was pretty funny. I'm assuming you need for Jack in the Box. I need to see that commercial. I've never seen it. Not to mention you'd have been 8 and not paying for it. Yeah, exactly. So we don't have Jack or Shake Shack here, but I have been to Vegas and I go with someone obsessed with Jack. Okay. Culver's is dope if you love pod fries. Never had Culver's. Tacos were good. If you're talking about Jack in the Box tacos, I will say I do love their fucking tacos, especially either one, the mini tacos or the fucking regular ones. I think it's like you get them like 2 for $1. That shit's pretty fucking solid. So they fucking they deep fry their fucking tacos or something. They're incredibly fucking unhealthy, but man, they're tasty as shit. I do like their curly fries as well, by the way. Their curly fries are the shit. Jack in the Box commercial where his kid wants to be a vegetarian. I don't think I've seen that one. Me too. Jack in the Box tacos are bomb. Yeah, they're pretty good. It's mainly their burgers I'm a little fucking sketched out by. I don't feel like their burgers are always up to snuff, but it's kind of hit or miss, honestly. I feel like I've mostly had bad experiences with Jack in the Box, but if I'm getting something besides their burgers, like their tacos or their breakfast shit, it's usually not bad. It's just not my first pick. You could definitely do worse. You could go to fucking Burger King and just go get whatever fucking slop they're fucking giving over there. Oh man. Burger King in and of themselves, they've been slipping for fucking years. Their burgers are nowhere near as fucking good as they used to be. I don't know what the fuck happened to them. Or you could go get some fucking shit like KFC. Go get their fucking greasy ass chicken. So the real question is, who is worse? KFC or Burger King? That's an interesting fucking debate. I would both put them at like fucking F tier fast food, personally. They've both been slipping for fucking years, especially fucking Burger King. Honestly, I've only been to one Jack multiple times. It might have been the premium Jack experience. Maybe you might have just been to one actually good one, because it's like that's another thing. All these fast food places kind of vary. You can find good ones and bad ones. In terms of Jack in the Box, I think I'm surrounded by like some of the shittier ones. So I don't know. BK doesn't raise their prices. The food quality is ass. Yeah. Their food quality has been bad for a fucking while. Last time I went there, I got their Impossible Whopper, it's okay. It's about on par with their regular Whopper. It's not the worst thing I've ever tried. I got their chicken fries. I'm afraid to fucking try anything else, but every time I try like one of their new menu items, I'm like, ugh, it tastes like fucking shit. It's not anything, like, if you go outside the established shit, like the regular Whopper or the double Whopper, which is like, it's barely fucking tolerable at this point. If you go for one of their more experimental shit, chances are you're going to be served something that's just like, it doesn't look presentable, and it doesn't fucking taste like it's not up to fucking snuff, you know. BK got my order wrong all the time. Yeah, maybe. Might need to get an ashtray if I keep smoking a few good smelling cigarettes a week. Yeah, I got one over there. They're useful. I have to give it to Burger King because at least KFC you can get a famous bowl with extra popcorn chicken, which is dope. That is true. There's a little bit more variety with KFC. You can at least find shit that you like from KFC, even if it is fucking like nasty, greasy ass shit. It's still better than the shit that you get from Burger King. I think I'd have to agree with you, frankly. In terms of fried chicken, though, you could do better. You could go to Popeyes, or you could go to Church's. They're fucking way better. I think Church's in particular blows the fucking water, blows KFC out of the fucking water, you know. I don't think KFC even fucking compares to Popeyes. Nowhere fucking close. I missed someone's comment. Chicken fries are edible enough, but they still seem like partly cardboard or sawdust. Yeah, they're okay. The Whopper is easily the least flavorful flagship sandwich. The flex about flame broiling, but sitting in its own grease is what makes it good. And they don't even fucking flame broil it anymore. They just fucking grill it. I'm pretty sure even those fucking grill marks that come on the fucking burger themselves, like the grill marks that you see when you fucking eat it, I don't even think they're fucking real. They're not real in the Impossible Whopper, I know that. I live near a BK that is mediocre, and it feels like it's a miracle that it's not ass. Yeah. The BK in China had fake bacon. I've never tried any of the Chinese ones or Japanese ones. Oh, actually, that's not true. Actually, I did go to a fucking Japanese Burger King one time. I found one fucking Burger King that was in Okinawa. And I remember it being, I don't remember if I went inside and tried any of it or not, but I did go to it. I wanted to see if I could actually get some fucking food from there, if it was any different. But I don't remember anything about it, so I don't think it stuck out in any particular way. Goddamn. Fucking losing track of the chat. Okay, a miracle that food is edible. I agree. What was it actually? The fake bacon. You're asking Flair. No idea, but it looks sad. A word, maybe I owe them a retry then, because it sounds like an improvement to me. I'm not sure what you're talking about. It's almost midnight. I'm going to bed. Have a great night. Enjoy chatting. See you soon. Adios, Angela. KFC has been better spices, but it's worse in terms of the chicken being fatty and badly cooked. I don't like Popeye's chicken or KFC, really. That's fair. I think Popeyes does better with the spices, but that's just me personally. Bet they sold the bacon on the side and bought cheaper bacon just to replace it. Maybe. Not a fan of the uncooked onions, though. Gotta saute them shits. Yeah, I fucking agree. Make them fucking onions nice and golden brown. Grilling over flame broiling still. I assume you mean for the burgers? Yeah. They're not flame broiling them anymore. They're just fucking grilling them. I don't know why they still say flame broiled Whoppers, because they don't do that. They haven't done that in years, from what I understand. Yeah. Sorry, I was behind on the chat. The chat moved like 10 fucking messages while I was in the middle of reading someone else's shit. It's all good though, don't worry about it. I gotta catch up. Yeah, no, but Burger King is just like, I don't know. It used to be so much fucking better when I was a kid. I remember them being just way fucking better. Good old Burger King. Just not good anymore. Those are the two that pop up in my mind in terms of the big giants that have actually fucking fallen and just make fucking like total fucking garbage food compared to what they used to be. It's definitely fucking KFC and Burger King. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened to both of them. I don't feel like that's happened to Whataburger. Whataburger still tastes more or less the same to me as like whenever I was a kid. They have not really changed their menu like a crazy fucking amount. The same goes for Taco Bell. The same goes for McDonald's. The same goes for fucking Jack in the Box. It's mostly just been all the same kind of shit. And I do feel like I remember going to KFC when I was a little kid. And I remember getting their fucking food, and I was like, it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's just nostalgia, but I really do just remember it being so much fucking better. Feels weird eating out hardly at all on my days off, but I eat out every day at work and I have a lot of options. Yeah. We went late. By the time I went to a BK, I could tell it was bad from the jump. They didn't get their claws in me. Yeah, that's fair. They definitely did me. Taco Bell's gotten rid of everything I liked except the chalupas, and they don't give you as much meat as in those as they used to. So I'm pretty done with them. That's fair. That is one thing that I will say it's pretty easy to get annoyed with for Taco Bell. They remove their fucking menu items all the goddamn time. Like the fucking double decker taco, which is one of my favorite menu items. They've gotten rid of it and brought it back so many different fucking times. I honestly just wish that they would fucking bring it back permanently and give us the fucking that shit, the double decker taco. Because I feel there's still people who want it. I don't really think it was all that unpopular fucking menu item, but they just fucking got rid of it for whatever fucking reason. Like, I'm pretty sure it was even popular at the time they fucking got rid of it, too. Panera Bread is my favorite. I don't really go to Panera Bread, but KFC was good in China, but I miss the sushi plates on a belt. They were $1 each. That's cool. Grilled stuffed burrito, my beloved. I don't think I've ever tried that one. I've always wanted to try Crunchwrap, and it's good. Yeah, Crunchwraps are the shit. I'm going to bed. Good night. Good night. Adios. Peace. KFC didn't have the sushi, FYI. Get on my level, Ray. I know we were talking about the sushi places, because there was a place in Japan you could go to, in Okinawa. There was a place where it was like a sit-down restaurant that had like little fucking conveyor belts. There was like one going this way, and then one going that way across the top, and you could just reach onto the fucking plates and grab them. And it wasn't, you didn't pay by the plate, it was just like you paid like a flat cover fee. Like you paid for like, I don't know, like $20 to get in, and then you could just eat as much as you fucking wanted, and then you could order special things, like you could order like a plate of chicken for extra. It was pretty cool. I miss that fucking shit. Basically, just a really big burrito, and they put a cereal on the tortilla at the end and seal it. Huh, sounds nice. Love Crunchwrap, me too. 2 of those, put a good dent in my appetite. Sounds like it. Yeah, those sushi places, flat covered fee is dope. Yep. Yeah, I went to conveyor belt sushi place this summer. Yeah, they're really cool. I'd never been to one before. I went to one in Oki. It's just a fucking cool fucking life experience. I'm sure they exist in America too. I just don't see them. Like, I don't feel like they're super common. I gotta look for one around here. So I'm sure there's one somewhere. I gotta experience that again. So honestly, I had a really fun time doing that shit. It was a good trip. Smoking my fucking eye. Goddamn. We all got a drink because a robot would come to the table with it. That's fucking cool shit. That's really dope. Yeah, I miss those little fucking conveyor places. There was a KFC in Japan as well, and I didn't fucking go there to try them. I wanted to, and I've heard very good things about them. But I never sampled the Japanese KFC. I think I did try the Japanese version of Domino's, which they actually had over there. It was really cool. Play a game where you play as a cute sushi bot. I have nothing else to contribute to that conversation. Okay, that does sound like a cute game. But that was actually something I noticed while I was in Japan. Even though I didn't go to fucking KFC, you could get. They have a specific style of fried chicken that they make over there. You can go get in like if you go to Lawson's or Family Mart, like their little convenience stores over there, you can get their version of like fried chicken, but it's not fried all the way. It's sort of like it's like pan fried. Like they just sort of lightly fry it, so it's like it's crispy on the outside, and it's still cooked on the inside as well, obviously. But it's just like, it's a different sort of style than the shit you get over here, where it's like, it's like fucking deep fried over here. And it's obviously, it's a totally different fucking style of chicken. I'm sure that's what the KFC over there in Japan also served. It's a popular dish over there in Japan. It's one of my favorite fucking dishes that I've tried. It's because you could get it fucking everywhere. Sounds less greasy. It was less greasy. Yeah. KFC is huge in Japan. They have it for Christmas. Yeah, I've heard that. That does not shock me. I think the main reason I avoided it, though, because by the time I had left Texas, and whatever memories I had of KFC, I didn't really have very good memories of the American KFC at that time. That was all the way back in like 2020, 2021, somewhere around there. I didn't really like the KFC around that time whenever I was in America before. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm not going to KFC even in Japan. I'll pan fry at home, just not use too much oil, and I'll have to wait 40 minutes while it comes up to temp. Depends on the recipe, yeah. But you could get a lot of fucking fried chicken that's like that over there. One of my favorite things to do as well, besides going into the gas stations, was going to a place called Coco's Curry. You could get yourself a nice big plate of fucking Japanese style curry. You could get it on like a big fucking bed of rice. God damn, that's driving me nuts. You could get curry on fucking rice. Why is that not flipping up? Here you go. That's driving me nuts. You could get curry on a bed of fucking rice, and you could have shit that was on top of the curry as well. And that was one of the options. You could get like a lightly fried chicken, just like chicken that was just like sort of pan fried, and add it on top, and then you could add some fucking spice levels and cheese and all this other shit. It's super fucking heavy, but man, that curry is fucking tasty as shit. W Japan, yeah. Japan had a lot of my favorite fucking food. I happen to really enjoy Japanese food. That shit is so fucking delicious. I fucking love it. I love me some sushi. I love me some onigiri, the little fucking triangle sushi that you can get in the gas stations. I love all the little pastries that they fucking have. Miso soup. I do love me some miso soup. I don't know if that's a Japanese invention, but whoever fucking thought it up, miso soup is the shit. Miso soup is tasty. You could go to these little places and get like little rice bowls as well. That's one of the cooler things you can do. There's like it's like basically just rice and meat, honestly. But whatever meat you wanted, whatever style you wanted, you could get chicken, you could get beef, you could get pork, you could get whatever the fuck you wanted. Little fucking tiny like bowls that cost like $5. That was another thing that was nice about Japan, and it was probably just because it's there's like everything that you get over there in Japan is like it's nice and cheap compared to over here. They're fucking and their shit's not quite so fucking inflated as the dollar is over here. It's just it's not that as bad as it is. Everything is cheaper over there, or at least I remember it being cheaper. It was definitely helping me out as well because the exchange rate was like I think it was like $1. You could get 119 yen. That was what it was back in like 2021. So it just made it so that if you were paying with a fucking debit card using American money, you were actually spending less money than if you had to be a Japanese worker and earn money in yen. Onigiri, donuts, yeah, Pokemon, yeah. Good old fucking 4Kids. I know exactly what you're talking about. Good old 4Kids censoring shit. I know I missed the shooter talk, but would you mind briefly going over your take again? If not, no worries. What part of the take did you want clarification on? So I did discuss Tyler Robinson a little bit. I discussed the actual shooting itself, and I was responding to a dude in here earlier, asking my opinions about it as well. So you can scroll back there if you want, but if you want to clarify your question a little bit more, I feel like that question's a little on the broad side. But yeah, my overall take though is that I think the shooter Tyler Robinson. I think personally, I happen to think that the dude is just a fucking nut job. It's possible that he was left leaning. It's possible that he was fucking right leaning. But the most common thread that it seems to be for me is that he was just a crazy fuck. That seems to be the reality of the fucking situation to me. It's possible that he was a groper though, and it's also possible he was a fucking leftist. So, I don't know. It mostly just seems kind of fucking unclear to me at this time. And we dropped down to 2 likes. What the fuck? Oh, it's because people left the stream. Oh, that's fine. Whatever. YouTube has a weird way of fucking tabulating that shit. Cause I'm almost positive it was at fucking 5 earlier. So I don't know how the fuck that works. That's all good. Seems reasonable. Most of the info we've received isn't true. Yeah. That's kind of the thing for right now. It just sort of seems like there's like a big sort of haze over this whole conversation because people on the right and people everywhere are fucking obscuring the fucking facts and making it kind of hard to fucking talk about. So a lot of people on the right specifically are fucking ramping up like civil war rhetoric. They're like, oh, we're gonna fucking take up arms. We're gonna start some shit because we think the shooter's fucking trans. And that's something I take issue with because you're operating on pure fucking conjecture. You're not operating on any sort of facts. You're not operating on anything that's confirmed. You're not fucking even just taking a step back and saying like, let's come in like I'm doing. I want there to be something a little bit more fucking definitive than just that. I remember when they were saying that the old guy did it. Yeah, I remember that too. That was the initial narrative because that was like the first person they caught who was saying he did it for some reason. And we still don't know why he was saying he did it either. So I don't want to operate on speculation or conjecture here and proclaim it as fact and then make a political fucking prescription towards you guys and move forward with that. I think that's irresponsible. And I think anybody who was doing that at the time of the attack, which there are plenty of fucking idiots on Twitter and on Discord that I saw, that were acting exactly that fucking way. I don't want to, I want to act a little bit more responsibly with my own fucking talking points of rhetoric. I want to fucking wait until it's something that we can confirm properly. Crazy shit. I just hope everyone stays safe. Yep. You and I are both in agreement there. I want people to be safe as well. Actually, I will go get a little bit of water. I'll be right back. 1 second. 1 motherfucking second. We're back. We're back. We're still here. Wild times. Yep. You fucking said it. We're back. Chair's a little bit of a bitch to fucking move around sometimes. Shit. So anyone else got anything on their minds that we want to fucking discuss? We've been going for about 2 hours now. I want to at least finish another one of these before I end stream. 2 hours is usually my fucking shit. 2039, World War IV. Interesting prediction right there. World War IV. I noticed that you skipped right over World War III. We're skipping right to 4, huh? Maybe 3 will come later. So it's out of order. It's like a Tarantino movie. It's all being told to us non-chronologically. Who the fuck knows? World War III in 2039, though. Interesting idea. It's possible. If what they say, that history fucking repeats itself, who fucking knows? It does seem like the world is kind of ramping up more in terms of wars and whatnot. It seems like there's a lot of fucking activity going on worldwide lately, especially lately. We are in 3, so we are going to 4, maybe. I don't know if I'd say we're in World War III right now though. We're getting close though. Every day I keep thinking that if another war pops off and we fucking just start having countries align with different countries, that's going to be when it really truly does pop off. It'll be like whenever we figure out this dividing line shit. But Trump seems to want to ally himself with China and Russia right now, so I don't know. World War III is 2014. Okay, I'm curious as to why you say that. Be interesting to see another fucking World War, I think. I hope we don't, obviously. World War I is 1914. Yeah, I think you're right. World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. Don't remember who said that. I don't even know the fucking what you're talking about, but maybe. Hopefully I don't see fucking World War III or IV in my fucking lifetime. The last World War we had resulted in the genocide of 6 million fucking people. That'd be pretty fucking insane to see a repeat of something on that scale again. Hope we don't come anywhere near fucking close to that. Einstein, maybe. World War III is nukes. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know if we'll have a ground war if we do have World War III. Nukes make the Stone Age. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Nukes are definitely fucking scary, though. I'm curious if we would fight another ground war, though. I don't think we would. Maybe we would. I know that's like, at least partially, that's how they're fighting in Ukraine. But that's not how wars traditionally fought anymore. We don't really do that. It's because it's fucking dangerous for one thing. It's also inefficient in terms of actually getting shit done. But you never know. You never know what's gonna pop off. Satellite guns. Why would they not just shoot the other satellites above, like in the atmosphere? That's what I would do. Just take out the other satellites. Then focus on whatever you need to focus on. Whatever they're focusing on the fucking ground. It's an interesting thought. Satellite guns. I don't know how the fuck that would work, though. They will, yeah. Maybe. This would be kind of an evolution of the idea of like drones. So we've already got drones that are up in the sky, in the same airspace as like planes. You can order fucking drone strikes. It's not technically from a satellite, but it's used in. Maybe it is kind of like a satellite, I guess. It's done via the internet, I believe. Some sort of electronic communication. It's like the normal guns, but satellites, maybe. This past one here. Need to get ready for bed. Nice chatting with y'all. Later. See you, Kosher. It's been a good motherfucking stream. I don't normally make it fucking 2 hours long. But having a good fucking time, though, frankly. Chat's been moving tonight. Got a good amount of fucking engagement up in here. Hell yeah. The earth is flat. Don't be dumb, Will. Flare, sorry. Slip of the tongue. I'm off to bed myself. Good night, Ray. Adios, Krista. yeah, I think I'm gonna end it. Fuck it. If you want to stick around, Chris, I'm gonna do my fucking outro. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream right here. So we've been going for a pretty good amount of time, pretty respectful amount of time for myself. Yeah. For everyone who's stuck around, who's been watching this entire time, who's liked the stream, who's been engaging with me, got one thing to say to y'all motherfuckers. The world is in your hands. Grab that motherfucker. Hold on tight. And peace. Adios. Peace the fuck out.